Hello everyone, welcome to my... Hello everyone, welcome to HujiProductions, or work on the Morris Minor today. So I'm going to look at the Speedo drive today. The Speedo is not reading anything at the moment. When we got the car it was very wobbly and we replaced the cable, but somehow the cable is not driving the Speedo properly. The Speedo system consists of a gear at the gearbox end, cable going up to the actual speedometer, and the actual speedometer itself. So one of the three things, or the interface between two of the things, is not working and I need to sort it out. So the Speedo cable just unscrews from the back of the Speedo, and there's a square drive which you can just see here. I'll pull this out a bit so you can see it better and try and focus on it. There's a square drive that goes into the back of the Speedo. Now the Speedo end looks like it may have rounded off instead of being square, at least some of it, and that may be why it's stopping working. When it sits down, when it's engaged the other end, it doesn't come out very far, so that could be a problem. The gear could be maybe worn the other end and not causing it to be high enough, or the cable could be the wrong length, I don't know. So try and work it out. So apparently you can just pull the whole of the inner part of the cable out, which is what I've done. And we've got the old cable, so I can compare the length of the inner part of the cable. So they seem to be about the same length, but slightly different design. So with the end only just inserted, it spins round freely and doesn't engage in that centre bit. I'm going to do it a bit further. It starts to engage and actually turns it, which is very hard to show. So it's turning it there. You may just be able to see if I can get my fingers out of the way. Yeah, like that. So that's turning it, and then as it comes out, it starts to spin a bit. So it needs to be far enough in for it to drive. Well, that's that all taken apart. I was hoping I'd be able to get the inner part out, but it is all riveted in just there in the middle, so it's not going to come apart. So it's going to have to all go back together. So whilst it's apart, I'll show you that this is a magnet, and this is what gets driven round when the Speedo cable engages and you're going along. This magnet causes a field to be induced on this metal disc there, which is attached to the needle, and the faster you're going, the more the needle goes round. And there's a spring deep inside there somewhere, just there. There's a spring there that stops the needle just going round, round, round. So that's the square drive in the end, and you can just see where it looks like it's got damaged and rounded towards the end. Really difficult to film this and get the right light on it. No, that's not working at all. Let's try that. there she is, all back together. All I've got to do is tap those in a little bit, and while it was apart I cleaned up the glass, so that's all nice and clear now. So I've got it all back together, all the electrical connections are on and the speedo drive is back on there, and give it a road test in the next few days. I didn't video the putting together process because it's rather miserable out here tonight and it's cold, and it was too much to try and coordinate, I guess. So there you go. It's well, I can probably do this. Maybe. Oh, there she goes. Be nice to have it not wonky though. I'll unwonk it after I've taken the camera off. Right. There you go. Much less wonkier now. Okay, so done the road test, and it was complete and utter failure, and the video up to this point I'd already edited, and I was thinking about putting it in the can, but I think on the whole this is what it's like with an old car, so we're going to publish it, and it's just a failure really. It's just the way it goes sometimes, and we'll have to find a different solution. So I'm going to pull it out and find out what's gone wrong. I got halfway down the road and it was making a horrible noise, so the cable was spinning in the back of the speedo, so I pulled over and disconnected it. So let's see if we can pull this out, and I don't know if we can see in the back of it to see what's gone on. No, that's just out of focus. I'll see if I can get a better view. So looking into the end of it, it looks like the square drive that we created with the JB Weld might actually still be there. And what I'm thinking now is that this part is not engaging enough into this part. It's still too far into the outer part of the cable. And I think what I might try is trying to fit some sort of bush or washer behind this here to move this further out. So normally it sits quite a way back, and I think that needs to come a bit further out so it drives into that further in and in the stronger part. So I don't know at the moment how I'm going to do that. Don't know how I'm going to make a bush for that, so I'm going to have to think about that. Well, that's just what it's like with these old cars. You try something and it doesn't work, and then you try again until you get it to work. It's never easy. You'd think with a brand new part that it would be easy, but they're not always correct, and I'm not sure this is. Maybe that was crimped on a bit too high up. But we'll find out. Bring it back.